time has come to relieve that pain, which will be better for me, but not so enjoyable for all of you.
Yo.
Better, warmer, closer. He goes doing magic tricks. Hey, everybody! Hashtag Russell Pals. It's your weekly dose of that's stupid. Oh my god, this is almost working. I feel it. Oh, see, I wasn't ready for that one, though. Oh. Just stay, don't, whatever you do, don't, no! No! Hey, okay, hashtag Russell Pals, your weekly dose of stupid. Whoa, hold on. What's up? Oh. He's concentrating real hard over there. Hey, everybody. You like wrestling? We do. How about you? I already asked that, didn't I? Jesus. Where's this progression going? Oh, there. Okay. All right. Hello. I can't look away from him. I mean, I understand what's going on. It still throws me every... It just... Hey, everybody, it's hashtag WrestlePals, your weekly dose of stupid and wrestling and stuff. Ah, there. See, I got it all in one thing. All right. Okay, the next one I'm going to do my thing. Here we go. Hey, everybody, I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate. That's me. Yeah, that was enough. Okay, the next one I'm going to get him. Ready? See what he does. And... Hey, look over there. It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin. He's concentrating right now.
That's me.
That's... I'm sorry, I stepped all over. You want to do that again? Next go around. Here we go. Hey, everybody. If you look over there, you can see your friend. Guess who he is? Hashtag WrestlePal Justin.
I love Liv Morgan.
He does. Also, it's Wednesday. So, you know what that means.
I love Liv Morgan.
He does. Also,
hashtag Liv loves Justin.
That would be the one I was going for. That's right. It can mean two things. That's it can mean two things. It's fine. I don't think he is gonna stop. So I'm just gonna hold on. Hey, while I got you here for a sec. God damn it. I don't know why it's throwing me off. I haven't played music for like 20 years. I don't know why this. I bought a piccolo from a crackhead today.
Tweedledee.
Pretty much, exactly. It's in good working order too. It's like you have to have stolen this, dude. It's like hey, how much? He's like, I don't know, make an offer. And I'm like, I don't know, man, $30. He's like, all right.
You went tweedledee.
I did. I pulled it out in the car. I was like, there must be something wrong with this. This must have been in some dead animal or some horrible backstory. Somebody died. He found it amongst plane wreckage or something. It can't be functional. Nope. Perfect Piccolo. $30.
The perfect piccolo.
It's all right. Well,
Maybe we could fix that camera.
mm-hmm. No, I like
Hey,
being
Ellie.
I like being giant and ridiculous.
Mute that.
I'll sit back a little bit. Perspective is a little weird. Also, Justin's throwing guitars. JEFF JUSTIN Jeff Justin. Aha ha.
All right.
No, not all right. Terrible.
Oh, Lord.
I hate him so much. I hope we get so much of that laugh, it's going to become uncomfortable. I wanted to like it so much at the beginning, so I can hate it so much later. I want a downward trend with It's going to be great.
So, we all know the lead story here, right?
Yeah. Of course we do.
I'm a happy, happy man.
Oh my god. No. Okay, first, yes. That's like kind of aftermath. That's getting into that's like a third or fourth paragraph in the story here. If you
Oh,
go
it's the lead news.
No, it's the lead story. I'm saying as far as the story goes, that's 3 or 4 paragraphs down. Also, Justin, a happy fella. First, the major headline. Important breaking news.
You heard it first. Yeah.
Liv took a bath. What? That's what happened, man.
Okay, yeah, but it was... this was a great vignette.
I don't know. I think your opinion might be a bit skewed.
Nah, man.
Because I don't know. I didn't much care for it.
If I were a violent man, I'd slap you.
Well, you're not, but you still may. Because,
She has to destroy herself to become her real true self.
I really thought for sure at the end she was just going to slip below the water. At which point I would have been like, that's cool and creepy. And I would have been okay with it. Also, it sends a weird suicide message, which I don't think is, that's not PG.
I'm excited because I keep getting Jessica Jones vibes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
from the eye thing on the first one, and then like obviously voiceover isn't just a Jessica Jones thing, but just like something about the words she was choosing and the presentation of it was giving me a Jessica Jones vibe.
Okay. Is that the direction you think she's going? Or?
I don't know.
And
I don't know
is
how
that direction?
Yeah, I don't know how that comes out in a wrestling character.
I have no idea.
I will-
Like what do you describe that as? What is this? What the hell is happening?
Well, we don't know yet.
So
We just know that she was tired of friends telling her how to dress and how to look.
Oh,
Essentially,
was anybody doing that?
according to the character of
according wise, yes,
Yeah.
character wise. So now it's just blonde, straight blonde, and she takes baths, and there's a voiceover everywhere she goes. I understand it's part of a process.
Yeah,
This is like week 2 of the process, right?
this is only week 2.
First week was, hey, the makeover coming soon. And then this is the second week. I'm not going to do what they told me to do no more. I got to tear that down to be
something new.
be something new or be like the real me.
Be the real me.
Okay. So still going with the whole real me thing that was kind of teased after the Charlotte loss.
It'd be funny if she comes out as Jessica Jones, which, by the way, Ellie agrees. Me too, Justin. But
I'm still trying to see what that vibe is that you're talking about. What?
well, so and when I speak of Jessica Jones, I'm speaking the Marvel TV show because I never read the comics.
Right.
So, you're familiar with the character in any way?
To an extent, sure.
She's a PI.
right.
She's a badass.
Right.
She's superhuman strength, which I don't think is going to be part of Liv.
Hey, man, you never know. You never know.
But I'm guessing like a take no prisoners type approach.
But is it also going to go that weirdly kind of
It's
nihilistic
like
defeatist?
noir.
Okay.
Like that's the style. That's the feel I get. Noir.
Okay, you throw that out there. All of a sudden, I feel like I can accept this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the vignettes still don't. Visually, they're not giving me that vibe yet. Stylistically, maybe I could see where they're hitting that.
Yeah.
But visually, it's still looking like, is this I hate to say the Emelina stuff.
But this is nothing like
I know, but also a little bit of like Mandy Rose-ish type stuff. Where it's just like the kind of,
because she was in a bath? Because she dropped a towel?
I'm not judging it yet. I understand we have ways to go. I don't know if we have 2 weeks to go, if we have 8 weeks to go.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see where it goes from here, but I'm not quite hooked yet. I do want to see her back, but at the same time, I don't feel like there's direction yet. I think you're looking for a lot more direction than there is so far, but that's good. That's good that they're leaving it open-ended enough that you can go different directions. You can theorize. You can build in your head your own headcanon, bang bang, of where this is going to go. But I don't know that they've given us too much of anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
At like all. Look, I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm not saying it's going to be good.
She was on television 2 weeks in a row.
I'll give you that. In vignettes.
In vignettes.
I like vignettes.
Which means they're hyping her return.
Okay.
Which means in a couple weeks, maybe as far as 6, all the way out to the Rumble, she's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, but we've seen vignettes go nowhere before. That
Okay.
bothers me. No. The vignettes are like, it's home run or it's nothing, man. I feel like it's either like going to be a lot of build to kind of an okay, and if it's anything less than a home run on debut, it feels like a waste, and you're gonna like immediately slide back down, and that worries me. If you tell me you're gonna give me 6 weeks of vignettes, I'm gonna be like, oh, I got to bring the best I got, and she very well may. She very well may, as long as this is coherent and leads somewhere. Don't give me the same stuff every week. That being said, we did not get the same stuff week to week. First one was just like the weird just motion graphic with the hey, the makeover coming soon, ha. And then the second week is I took a bath. Okay. Okay, there was more to it.
She was ridding herself of what Liv was.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pigtails and straightening her hair back. And
she's becoming a woman. It's a very confusing time, so I've heard. Someday.
Hashtag Liv loves Justin.
Yeah.
Hashtag I love Liv Morgan. Me. Hashtag Justin loves Liv.
Hashtag Umaga Fonda Nate. No? That one doesn't fit in there? I'm sorry. So I don't know where I was browsing today. I saw like a please don't hit me with the garage.
The garage?
With the, that was what it is, right? It's a garage?
I've got superhuman strength now.
Okay.
Did I see you put a one sheet up in the gimmick?
Did you take a bath?
No, I took a sure.
Did you take a bath in honor of the Liv Morgan promo? No?
Took a sure.
What?
I always take a sure. I never take baths.
Oh, okay.
Baths are weird, man.
They are, aren't they? Just feel like you're kind of stewing. There's no way to really get your head and your hair clean. It just doesn't feel right. Don't like it.
I didn't learn any more wrestling themes, which is a real bummer.
You know which one? What's the one I want? I want that old Rob Conway one. Look at me. No?
I don't know it.
You don't know it? It has been replaced. Mr. Ass is my favorite wrestling theme of all time. Not quite as good as Shock the System. That's fantastic. But he's like, no, I'm playing this one again. All right.
I'm an ass man. Yeah, I'm an ass man. Hey! I don't know the next chord.
No. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah?
You know what works, Nathan?
I struggle with it myself, but I hear that hard work.
Indeed it does.
Hard work works. Also, the Twitter handle of good friend Joe. at Hard Work Works.
It's actually hard_work_works.
That's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, try doing that while you're playing guitar.
Nope. No, sir. Do I need to bring the ukulele next week?
Yes,
It's not going to happen.
will be the Tenacious D of wrestling. Nay, we are but men. Rock.
Okay. Poor Justin's busy over there. Hey, our friend Joe is a fabulously fit individual. He's a wealth of knowledge as far as fitness, nutrition, and just I don't want to necessarily say like health as far as like mind, body, and soul go, but that's a dude that's really got his stuff together, and he wants to share that with you. He wants to spread that wealth, spread that knowledge, help you turn your life around, help you work hard so the work works for you. He has his own app, Hard Work Works Fitness app. Hard Work Works Fitness app. Yeah, I did the thing. $10 a month. It's no contract, cancel anytime. And what you get with that is 3 work. Let me put it up here. I'm reading parts of it anyway. 3 workouts every week, tailor-made to you and your needs and what you have available to you. If you have equipment, let him know. He can tailor-make your workouts to you. Again, targeting what you want and targeting how you want and using what you have to the fullest extent possible. Every time he changes chords, it throws me off. You get the 3 tailor-made exercises per week, along with a video demonstration of each of them, so you get to see the proper form and function. He'll give you the not just how to, but the why, and show you himself. So, if you want to work very specific, no, I'm not gonna. I've obsessed him as glutes for like 2 weeks here, so I'm gonna leave his butt alone for a minute, huh?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, probably. So let's talk about his legs. Yeah. No. Hard Work Works fitness app, $10 a month, cancel anytime, no contract, available. 3 tailor-made. You're getting a personal trainer at your almost beck and call, right wherever you want them. Wherever you got your phone, wherever you got your access to your to your apps and what's not. And just finish the cell, man. You can sign up at hardwork.ptminder.com. Go there. Support Joe. And guess what? He'll help you work hard so that that hard work can work for you. Yeah.
Hashtag join the hustle.
Dude, I don't know how to be relatively positive. This is new for me. He's not even here, and he's making me feel good about myself. And that's a tough road to hoe.
Joe, my app is like AEW, but good.
Jesus.
Someone tell the entire AEW roster they need my app. Wowzers.
What was the dude this week? Vicky Dice?
Zicky Dice?
I keep wanting to call him Vicky, but I know that can't be right.
I think I like Zicky Dice.
I think so too.
They say you're a 10.
Huh?
I guess that means $10 a night.
Well, actually, like 3 workouts a week, so.
Hard Work Works Fitness. Hashtag join the hustle.
Yeah?
Hashtag someone tell AEW.
You know, he's not even calling out individuals anymore.
I know, right?
He's taking
Well,
swaths.
no, look at you, Jelly Janela.
Swaths. Okay, and it is one individual. All right, that's perfectly fine. Dickie Vice? Was that his name?
Zicky.
Zicky. Everything was memorable about him except his name. It bothers me. And his name is memorable enough that I get close. And that bothers me more. Oh.
Actually, I believe I said, Nathan,
huh?
What's a Zicky Dice?
What's a Zicky Dice?
Nathan, do you know where you need to go now, though?
Nope.
Into the fire!
Oh, yeah? What's the next lyric?
Into the fire, yeah.
After that, what are you going to go?
Into the fire.
Okay, it seems excessive, but where after that?
Into the fire, yeah.
Don't hurt yourself, man. What are you doing?
Into the fire.
Okay.
Into the fire, yeah.
Does this mean they're going to change the theme now?
No.
Now that they're building to the next pay-per-view? Hard Times?
Hard times.
I'll take a...
My times is hard times. You understand, Daddy?
Dear God. Okay, calm down.
If you will.
So, yeah, this was the first... I don't want to say first pay-per-view, but it was the first of this new era of NWA.
Right. The power era, I guess. The GPA era.
The what?
GPA, isn't that what it's called? The Georgia Public something? That building they're in?
I have no idea.
They say it every week.
Oh, well, yeah, but it kicks off the show. And I'm usually still singing the song by that point, so it's a little different.
Just seeing what's going on over there.
So yeah, we had the first ever Power Era. I like that better. Power Era
Power.
pay-per-view from NWA, and it seems like it had a good time. Like I did not get a chance to watch it. I did a lot of recaps, and I will say something about this that I found woefully sad as somebody that's coming after the fact. Not a lot of reviews, pictures, videos, GIFs from the Into the Fire pay-per-view. Because there's a lot of stuff that I'd really like to hear. Mostly the Mongrovian National Anthem. Really the only thing I want is the... So it was just grunting. Please tell me it was just like that weird the dual singing, that weird Tibetan monk just...
The throat singing?
Yes. Yes, please tell me it was just throat singing for like
Kinda.
4 minutes.
Well, I didn't get that far.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it got interrupted by Trevor Murdoch.
No! Can we just... Okay, before we get into that, I guess we'll just kind of run down the card-ish type thing. They built very well to a little pay-per-view. They feel like they're running with still a fairly limited roster, but hot damn if they didn't make you care about some matches that were coming up. And I feel bad that I didn't get to watch. But you did, yeah?
I watched it.
That makes me very happy.
It unfortunately took me like 2 attempts because I started really late Saturday night, Friday. Yeah, Saturday.
I think you and I both had like ridiculously
Sunday.
ridiculously busy weekends right on through Monday.
Yeah, I did the Fredo sessions on Sunday, which was 5 episodes of
Oh my
Deprogrammed.
God. Are you okay?
Yeah, well, Fredo didn't even drive down here. So it ended up being Skype, which was a whole thing. But by the time that was all done and said and done, it was around 11 p.m. So TLC had just wrapped up, and I was like, you know what? That'll be on the gimmick. I'll just I'll check out as much of Into the Fire as I can before I go to bed.
Now, how did you watch the End of the Fire?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Really easy to find.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I gotta say, with the era of how easy like the network is, I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I'm sure Fight TV is a hell of a format. That's a big deterrent.
You know,
which is bad because the price point wasn't a deterrent.
not at all.
20 to get in early, and 25 a day of.
If they could figure out a way to charge on YouTube that 25, I would have done it. I mean, that's excessive for YouTube, but at the same time,
man,
it's easy.
YouTube is like weirdly changing all of their rules. There's no way they could do that and
I'm sure,
make money and not get screwed somehow. Not without YouTube being all over it. Weirdly, I still think Twitch is like that, probably that stopgap in the meantime. But Fight TV has been the reliable source for second, third tier companies trying to get a pay-per-view out there. Now that the pay-per-view model has been, I hate to say it, the pay-per-view model has been destroyed.
Yeah,
largely due to the network. They savaged their own industry. The own foundation for the industry, which is the pay-per-view model. I said, no, I'm going to do our own. We're going to do our own thing, and the money be damned. We'll make it back eventually, and they pretty much have. And mostly with Saudi Arabia. But that's beside the point. So that kills off pay-per-view models for everybody else. So you ended up watching like a pirated streamish type thing.
I guess
it was available
technically.
somewhere.
It was on the YouTube.
Oh man.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I watched it somewhere else. That shall remain nameless.
Ah, very good, very good. See, that's another thing with the smaller companies. It's harder for them to police that. But I'm glad you're able to watch it, spread the love a little bit. But
Well,
make it easy to give you my money, please.
yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Like, I felt it was important.
Sell me a karate shirt.
Karate.
Oh.
Karate.
Jesus Christ.
I love that. That's how he has to do it.
He has to stop him.
Karate.
Mm-hmm.
We got more developments on the question mark too.
Yes. Our whole theory has been upended.
It's true.
Damn it, Santa Claus.
Here, we're gonna have to listen to ourselves for a second. Oh God damn it! This isn't what I wanted to do. Forget it. I'll do this at some other time. There's 26 comments, and not all those have come through to the restream chat. So
Lovely.
yeah,
Just one thing to
doing what I
work.
can. Yeah.
Just one thing to work.
So YouTube has become greedy and weird.
It has, man. The fact that you just don't know how anything works until it doesn't, and now, and when it doesn't, it's all of a sudden like $42,000 fine. Hey, the U.S. federal government now wants to get a piece of you because you violated a thing that you didn't know you did. Because YouTube said you might have, but couldn't let you know until well after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like a dangerous place to. I don't know how a company could justify. Besides the point. So we get into the NW. I got the card pulled up here. You want to just roll down, or you got notes per matches?
No, I didn't really take much. Eli Drake and Kenny Anderson opened the show.
Yeah.
God, Eli Drake is becoming one of my favorites just in general.
Absolutely. Just give him a microphone.
Yeah.
And NWA is simple enough where it's like, hey, you got to do your own promo, kid. Get out there. And he's like, okay.
I love that. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. And then it's, all right, I'm listening. Yes, sir. Like every time.
It's commanding presence. And he's learned all of the tricks to command a live audience. And sometimes that doesn't translate to the camera, but I'll be damned if it doesn't. He knows exactly what he's doing and exactly how he's framed. When he does his Eli Drake, he knows exactly where he's pointing, where he's thirding the camera view. It's fantastic. And he's making eye contact with the camera and the people, going back and forth between the two. It's a wonderful, wonderful presence.
I honestly wish that there wasn't that negativity about him not wanting to work Tessa, like being part of the reason he left Impact. Like, now does that sour me on him completely? No, obviously not. Like, talent still reigns, but like maybe should step into the current times there, brother. This was a fun match. Like, again, we talked about when Anderson first came on. It's like I know, like, he never really became what he should have been. So like, why would he be any good now? Again, give the gab, number one, and number two, he's a solid wrestler. Yeah. So you put those two together, put him with Eli Drake, and suddenly it's hot open.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that sold through to the Tuesday night show, where Eli apparently got was this attacked after the match?
Yes, the mic drop.
He had his throat or mic check or mic drop.
Mic check, yeah, mic check.
Regardless, whatever, something involving a chair to the throat. So Eli does a giant promo on Tuesday. Well done. As far as like selling
Beavis and Butthead.
As far as selling your throat being destroyed, it was fantastic and still heartfelt and still put emotion through it and selling that he was injured. Yep. How do you sell your voice injured? He did. And then had a match, and it was fantastic.
That's right. And this is the most fired up I've ever seen Anderson. Like in that match on Tuesday, like, I like this Anderson. Yeah, I like this Anderson a lot.
Yeah, and it's sometimes it's the right opponent brings something out of you. Yeah, and I got a feeling Eli Drake's going to be the right opponent. I feel like he's going to get weirdly cursed as far as NWA goes.
Cursed.
Okay, because it's like, wow, he's really good. Well, we don't need to put him in any sort of title picture. We can elevate other people with that. Let him get over on his mouth.
I just love that he comes out, and because they're doing the TV title, they announce all the TV title stuff. He's like, I just got a big win, and they're announcing this TV title, and where am I in this? How come I'm not in it? I'd like to know what's going on here. Ain't that weird?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a point.
Absolutely.
He's got a point.
They're building intrigue.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. Keep it simple.
Love the introduction of music as a pay-per-view thing.
What?
Yeah. So, and they changed the entrance from
Everybody just comes out to Into the Fire?
into the fire. Into the fire.
Yep. That would be great.
Yeah. There's a body conversation going on here. Corey, what is shaking? Hard work. My happen. Hard work works. Cheap plug. That hard work though. O'Neal is in the house. I don't think by any means everyone needs to be a bodybuilder, but if you're presented as an athlete, you should look as such, in my opinion. So they must be talking about some of the guys, specifically Joey Janela.
It's Joey Janela.
It's Joey Janela. So up next was Tasha Steelz versus Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa is awesome. I love me some Thunder Rosa.
She jerk. She
Yeah,
vicious and mean.
Yeah, a little bit. And absolutely vicious in the ring. Their presentation of her is weird because you had the weeks leading up where they're showing all these vignettes of her like getting ready to do the MMA fight, which gives that huge babyface feel. Like,
Yeah.
this is somebody we want to cheer for. And then her actions in the ring, she's a real jerk.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's just like, hey, just boo her right now. Eventually. Just know, this is what she's great. The whole thing is pretty ambiguous, actually. The whole roster. I mean, there are clear-cut heels. Melina, I would say, clear-cut heel.
Aaron Stevens is a heel and a half.
Absolutely. The Dawsons even kind of got pulled to the middle this week.
But, hey, man, the grayer it gets, as long as they're full speed ahead on it, I'm 100% for it. And the fact that it can change week to week, unless you're Aaron Stevens, is fantastic.
Ellie says Sean Spears is a good example of what you should look like. I can't argue.
She talking to us? It's rude. Whatevs, man.
Hey, I'm getting there. I'm trying. I got a long way to go. Jeez.
I'm wearing my Bastion Booger unitard under this. It's the best.
Do you do the dance?
There's a dance?
The Bastion Booger dance.
Oh, no. Don't pull this up. It's the opposite of the Muscle Man dance. It's the Booger Man dance.
Then I passed out, so I noted that I have to come back.
You passed out at question mark.
Well, yeah, I guess technically it was like the end of Thunder Rosa's match because she puts away Tasha Steelz and starts beating her up, and old girl comes out. Why her name's escaping me right now? She didn't make the card. She got
Ashley Fox.
That's her.
Yeah,
and she got beat up and taken out of the tag match. Thunder Rosa beat the hell out of her and put her out of action. Then it's question mark and Trevor Murdoch, and
all right, strap in, folks.
So my note here is literally Christ. Stevens and question mark are absolutely ridiculous. Just the two of them together works.
Think about where Aaron Stevens was a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was the stunt double for The Miz, and he was being ridiculously cheered while The Miz was getting booed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was back and forth, boo yay, boo yay, boo yay. Where are we now?
The exact opposite.
And he's really, really good at this.
Yes, he is amazing at this.
He remains an a-hole, but he has this weird reverence for question mark.
Mm-hmm.
He's never taking advantage of the question mark.
Never.
He's there and he's supportive, and he's. I don't understand it. I love it.
But over the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks almost, he's been training with the question mark. So now he's learning the ways of Mongrovian karate.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that explains the gi.
Yes, the gi.
Oh. Of course.
And he's a third level.
Sure he is.
Third level black belt of Mongrovian karate.
Yes.
And he was presenting the arms as question mark was singing the Mongrovian national anthem.
So I have the picture of him holding the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Full extension up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And was getting full drape. Full drape of the flag. flag, if you haven't seen this, it's as ridiculous as you would think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow, yellow, black, yellow, and then in the middle of the black, a big white question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible, terrible framing. Over on this side, we have outline of an emu, I guess.
Nathan, you're explaining the Mongrovian national flag. Why don't
And then on
you
this
guys
side,
just Google the Mongrovian national flag?
I can't because it gives me Monrovia over and over again and pisses me off. And then on this side, it looks like what I guess is an anteater with a horn.
You guys know what the Mongrovian national flag looks like. I don't know
Obviously.
why he's explaining it. It's a country, man. Come on.
Look,
we all know
I had
our
not been
national
exposed.
flags.
I'm excited. Like I was actively looking forward to change like my banners and everything because hot damn, it's that ridiculous. That it's like, yep, this is me now. I need this.
So as question mark is singing the national anthem,
Oh God.
Trevor Murdoch takes exception and brings his ass out there to beat up the question mark.
Well, that's what you do.
Yeah.
And to represent America, probably. Is that where he's from?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then they fight.
These.
Dude, the tag team division is really starting to present itself. Even
Yeah.
with the old man Rock and Roll Express holding the championships.
All right, so we had the rematch. Rock and Roll Express versus Wild. Is it Wild Card
It's
or
Wild Cards.
Wild Cards.
So Wild Cards with the Dawsons and Rock and Roll Express with Outlaw Inc.
Mm-hmm. You're showing 4 teams in one match.
I love Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
I love Eddie Kingston. Like every time I see him, I'm like, man, that dude rules.
Isn't he? Because he's in the television tournament, right?
Yes.
Well, what was the an announced match for next week? Was it him and Ricky Starks? God damn, this could be fun.
Which I'm really becoming fond of Ricky Starks, Stroke Daddy.
Has he said Stroke Daddy ever since that first
Nope.
time he said Stroke Daddy?
Nope, but it is on his jacket.
For Christ's sake. I wrote it on my clothing. Has to be true. This is what you call me now. Stroke Daddy.
Stroke Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Tag team division.
Rock and Roll retains.
Rock and Roll Express versus the Wild Cards. I like at least that they have... Rock and Roll Express never ever seems like they're really in control.
Right.
It seems like they get to take advantage of chaos, and that's how they usually win.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be the champions come Stroke of Midnight in 2020, which is going to put them as champions, tag team champions, in 5 different decades. The 2020s, the 20-teens, the 20-zeros, the 1990s, and oddly enough, the 1940s, which is really weird if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But here they
They
are.
were 10.
And look, man, they're old men, and they really look like old men. And but Ricky Morton is not going to give up, and he has enough energy for everybody, and it's fantastic. Robert Gibson just looks like he's holding on for dear life.
Yes.
He's like, "All right, Ricky, damn it, here we go."
Hot damn Eli Drake rules the mic. I don't know what his promo was there. I should have taken notes, actual notes. Allison Kay and Allison Kay takes on Melina and Marty Bell next.
Right.
And it looks like it's going to be a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
And Marquez goes, "Oh wait, I'm sorry, you have a partner."
I have to address one thing about Marquez. During the Mongrovian national anthem, he had his left hand across his lung. It's a nice sign of respect.
Well, he knows what's Nathan. You're acting like this is all made up or something. He
know,
knows.
I'm not a very cultured man, Justin.
He's a
I don't know-
broadcaster.
I
He
don't-
should know these things.
I don't know a lot of the world, and I really appreciate having it brought into my, I'm going to say hovel, weeklish. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Allison Kay has no partner going into this match. She's going to get destroyed by Melina and Marty Bell.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And lo and behold,
More low than behold.
ODB comes out to be her partner.
Jesus.
And they build up the hot tag for ODB, which was great. She gets in there, the place erupts. She clears house. Big win. 1, 2, 3. Dig it.
Think she's going to be a mainstay for a while?
Probably, maybe.
It's the
I don't
beauty of
know.
NWA. People can
It's
kind of
very
come and kind of
fluid.
go.
Very fluid. Afterwards, they go over to the table, And Allison Kay takes a swig out of ODB's gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
And Galley, they offer it to Galley. And he goes, "Oh, I'm not old enough." It's like, what?
How old is he?
5.
Of course.
Up next is Stroke Daddy versus Aaron Stevens versus Colt Boom Boom Cabana. This is actually the first like full-on Colt Cabana match I've seen, I think.
It ain't bad, man.
No, man, he's way more of a ring general than I thought.
Yeah.
Like he's very much a technician.
I'm glad to see a lot of that's been kind of dispelled.
Hello, Michael.
Been dispelled in NWA, because if you just go based on like he's portrayed as, hey, this is a jokester, he's a comedy wrestler, hey, it's gonna be a big fun time, here we go, and then you see all he's had so far in NWA, a little bit of fun spots, a little bit of goofy spots, but mostly just poking at stuff, not out of hand, and then all of a sudden passionate promos, a championship run, and solid wrestling.
Yeah. And I mean, he had the 7 levels of hell feud with Pierce years ago, but even those were like gimmick matches. This is just pure professional wrestling, and it was just nice to see that he can do that.
Yeah.
And he finished up with ROH. He's done there, and I don't know if that means he's gonna just swing over to NWA all full time, which I'd be cool with.
I think he didn't. I think he appeared in like kind of an announcer role in like AEW Dark. Calm down. Hey, they seem to have kind of an open door a little bit too.
Yeah. So this was fun because it was basically Cabana and Starks beating up Stevens for a little bit, and then he would run and hide behind the Christmas tree.
Of course.
As one does.
Yes, please.
Just in case.
Thank you.
If you can't tell, that is the announce desk with a Christmas tree next to it, and Aaron Stevens is indeed hiding behind it.
Hiding.
And when they were chanting that he was behind there, he's like, "Shh, shut up!"
Shushing the crowd.
It's great. And then again, Stevens would come in, he'd get beat up and get dumped back out. Eventually, Colt has Starks on the ropes. He's getting ready for a pinfall, and Aaron Stevens sneaks in and gets the win, and is your new NWA National Champion.
Third degree.
Third degree, indeed. Because
National
this isn't the only third degree belt he has. He now has a third degree.
Belts.
That's the one thing I didn't like about the promo.
Yeah.
I get it.
You're acknowledging other people. You're acknowledging other companies.
I think
it's just be you.
I think it's fine if you want to call it a belt. Absolutely. Do it. And even if he wants to say belt that much, do it. Don't say, and I'm calling it a belt.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, because then it's like, oh, I know what you're doing there. Okay.
But I would like to think that's just him on his own doing that.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
When it came to like AEW, that felt directed. That felt like it's time to take a shot at the other company, please.
Yeah. No, that's the one thing about NWA is the mics are pretty much just open.
How amazing is that?
It's pretty great.
We have been nothing but rewarded except for Jim Cornette this entire time.
More on that later.
Yeah. The funniest thing in wrestling ever happened. And it was never acknowledged. It was never actively done. But hot damn, I laughed for a solid hour, Justin. I laid on the ground. I calmed down. I took a brief nap, woke up, started laughing again. We'll get to that later. The funniest thing that happened in wrestling ever happened this weekend. To be continued. Tee.
But we have a new national champion. I mean, that belt is going around a lot.
A little bit.
But I get the feeling that Stevens is going to hold on to that for a little bit.
He's gonna
tuck tail.
He's gonna use question mark a little bit. He's gonna. Oh, you know what we're gonna get? I hope we get this. I guess this is more of a television title thing. Time limits. Just run.
Yeah, they're getting in the TV title matches. Those are all going to be timed at 6 minutes and 5 seconds.
What a delightful nod. I like it. That's really quick, man.
Yeah.
But hey, cool.
6:05 on the Super Station. You understand?
Hey, that's going to be the flow of the television title matches. You got to get in, get it done. And if you can't, you didn't win. Sorry.
And if
I got a feeling I'm going to see a lot of finishes that way.
if nobody wins, they're both out.
Oh no, yeah, that's going into the tournament.
Mhm.
I mean, once it's is that are they going to keep? You think they're going to keep those rules once it comes time to defend the
Oh,
title?
probably not. They'll.
There's
There's going to be rules. I don't know what the time limit will be,
okay.
but there absolutely will be a time limit.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Question marking Colt Cabana are in the first round too.
it's going to be a ridiculous match. I got a feeling this is going to be a 6:05-minute match that doesn't get finished.
Possibly, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a great 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, did you have anything else on that?
Well, no, I mean they did not. I want to ask your opinion on this. How was Stu Bennett?
Good.
He felt almost seamless. It felt
Almost.
really good. He feels like he's stepped in and filled that role very well without making it about himself.
Yeah.
And lending credibility, which is, Wade Barrett isn't some wash.
He has many years left.
Yeah, but
And how many years was that ago?
behind an announce desk?
Yeah.
And
that's fine.
Absolutely.
Especially if he excels at it.
Yes, there's a slow British takeover of NWA.
Yeah. But no, man, like I thought he was great. I think that he was even better on his first episode of Power, which bodes well. I'm sure that the rest of the tapings he'll be great, and going forward, I think he's only going to get better. So I'm looking forward to that.
And I mean, you got to give credit to Galley too. Galley's pretty fantastic, and he just needs somebody qualified to play off of that brings that credibility, and together they make a really good team.
Absolutely. And that takes us to the main event. Nick Aldis defending the Real World's Heavyweight Championship against James Storm. And we had a 2 out of 3 falls match, and Hebner was chosen by Storm,
Right.
which I love. In the promo, Aldis goes, "That's a great choice. If he didn't pick him, I was going to pick him." Just kind of going, good pick, man. He was going to be there anyway, so your pick is my pick. Kind of smarmy, jerk-like thing, but in such a nice way, nice British way. And Tim Storm was chosen by Aldis as the referee for the second fall.
Right.
And they flipped it, and that's how it ended up happening. This was the first fall over mad quick. James Storm gets a super kick in with the distraction from Camille, and 1, 2, 3. James Storm is up 1-0, and I'm like, all right, so we're going the full 3 because I
don't think James Storm's going to sweep in 2.
Yeah, no chance. And honestly, there's some effery is about to be afoot.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of effery. I'm sure it'll be clever effery, but there will be effery. And it comes down to Aldis hits Hebner and knocks him out on accident.
Happens.
He takes the turnbuckle off. James Storm goes into the turnbuckle. Tim Storm comes in. 1, 2, 3. Aldis retains in the third fall, and so the fallout ends up being about that on Power this week.
Yeah, with James Storm still sporting a nice big wound on his head.
And what a fired up promo from him.
Yeah,
backstage afterwards. So
it's fantastic too, because what I like about this promo is he could go right back into the title hunt, or he can move right along. It's weirdly omnidirectional.
He can leave the company,
yeah,
or hop right back in, like you said. He could. I like that. That it feels nice that it is old school in that way. You can leave, come and go as necessary. So we've said that a lot. But Aldis goes over to talk to Marquez. Man, I'm the greatest champion ever. There's no man who can even step into the ring with me. No one stands a chance. No one can beat me. And then suddenly a very familiar tune hits. And then suddenly I whoop whoop. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's remarkably unexpected.
Wait, yeah. Did not see that coming.
And we knew Marty Skrull had wrapped up with ROH.
Yes.
And almost unceremonious fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, here's opening card, tag match, and I'm out. Bye. Beat it. Enough of this dump, which,
It's becoming one for sure.
hey. And everyone was immediately, because everyone was like this right before AEW started. It was like, oh, well, Marty's, of course, going to AEW.
Yeah.
And then he didn't. And then it's like, well, now he's wrapped up there. Of course, Marty's going to AEW. Well, he's going to go play somewhere first.
Yep.
Cody has even said, well, look, Marty does kind of what he wants to do. Marty wants to do a lot of stuff. I'm sure he's going to do great stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed Cody's attitude as far as like everything right now. It seems very positive in many things.
You know what's
Sorry,
again,
don't mean to.
I want to love
size
that.
it.
I want to love that company
Mhm.
because Cody keeps saying the right things, but then when it comes to the actual program and the actual stuff, it's like, just stop. But like he pointed out, somebody asked him about the negativity between the AEW and NXT fans, and he's like, they should both stop that. Like, I mean, I realize I've kind of been doing the digs and they're kind of following my lead, but like everyone should just kind of stop that because like this is great for wrestling.
You're getting fantastic wrestling from two different companies. Just happens to be on the same night.
Mm-hmm.
You can enjoy both. It's okay.
And it's way okay.
Yeah.
And you probably should. And as a matter of fact, again, the ratings, the numbers mean literally jack shit to me.
Mhm.
But if we're going to talk about them, like this was the time. Last week, tied the exact same number.
Yay, so everyone wins, right? We can shut up now?
Nope.
No, of course not.
There was whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw NXT loyalists that were like, well, I mean, Network gets more replays and those aren't counted. And then AEW people, well, I mean, people that record and watch later don't. All right. So each one of you wants your arbitrary number to be higher. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Who had the better show? Oh, they were both good. Interesting.
Well, that's the way it should be. But so Marty Scurll, I mean, to me, it's likely a one-off. I think there's the next pay-per-views in January the 24th.
Oh, yeah. NWA Hard Times.
Yes. So I would guess he wrestles Aldis there. And then he probably, I think, AEW's next one, Revolution, is like end of February or early March or something. They announced it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd assume that's when Scurll goes to AEW.
Could be. So we get pretty much a full season of NWA with Marty.
Yeah.
I'm very cool with that.
I don't know, man. Like the kind of wrestling Marty does, he would excel if he stayed with NWA. But I will say
he has
this:
his options.
yeah, oh, absolutely, and he should.
I feel like he's somebody that's really taking care of his career,
Yeah,
making sure he gets experience and exposure all over the place. He definitely wants some time in NWA.
mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be long, but he wants to show his face there to show that he's been everywhere.
Yeah.
He's quietly building up credibility by just being capable everywhere he goes. It's fun stuff.
yeah.
I'll have more access to watching him at this.
Yes,
Because I feel like ROH is very dry right now.
yes.
And like some of the only real sweet spots were Marty.
Mm.
That's about it.
Yeah, and PCO is their champ.
He's not human.
It's not you,
Is he
man.
officially the oldest ROH champion?
I'd have to assume.
That's right. That's because Christopher Daniels was before that.
Mm-hmm.
PCO hasn't beat by 23 years. So PCO 65 years old. So in dog years, it doesn't matter. So yeah, man, Marty Scurll is going to make quite the impression. And there was a fallout of that come Tuesday. And can we just jump into just before we go to TLC? It's just NWS TV for the week.
Yeah, let's do it.
So they start the very preliminaries of the they announced what the television championship tournament thing is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
The 6-5-minute matches. If there's no winner, everybody's eliminated. They have a preliminary match. What was it? We had Sal Rinauro, Zicky Dice,
Zicky Dice,
and C.W.
Anderson.
Anderson.
Local-ish.
Yeah.
CW original.
Oh, that makes me very happy because
Yeah.
I've seen C.W. Anderson a lot,
Mm-hmm.
local and in person. To see that on TV makes me happy.
Yeah.
I hope that feels like a fun place for him to go play, man.
Yeah.
I hope they bring him back and use him a lot because it's fun to watch.
Now, old Zicky made the tournament, so
Oh, for
we're going to
Christ's
get to
sake.
see more Zicky at least.
Zicky.
Hold on, let me switch over because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I said.
You
What is a
asked,
Zicky
you
dice?
asked, what is a Zicky dice? And my answer was outlandish, some would say.
Yes.
Because, I mean, that's obviously the catchphrase.
Yes.
And he's going to let you know.
Outlandish.
But every time he got he got punched in the face. Ridiculous. But hey, whatever.
I like me some Zicky dice. I think.
He had like 2 minutes to show who he was, and there he is. Enjoy. Just bad tattoos all over the place. Bleached blonde hair, kinda, maybe a little bit. Just an interesting looking individual.
Yeah.
And outlandish, some would say.
Absolutely.
Oh God.
What else did you want to talk about from television?
No.
Marty had the interview there.
Mm-hmm. I think this is important.
Okay.
We had our theories about question mark
Oh yes, yes.
shattered.
Absolutely.
Like our entire because I think, and you know, I got quite a bit of grief for this, but you have to acknowledge, like body style, hair, maybe a little around the eyes. Question mark bears a slight resemblance to Josephus.
It's just ludicrous.
Well, Josephus has been banned from competition, and NWA has not been around. So I was, this might be Josephus in disguise.
No, man.
I was wrong.
Yeah, no shit, man.
I had a theory, I had a hunch, I had no facts to back that up, and I apologize for making scurrilous accusations. And
Listen, Josephus is not from Monrovia. That should have been your first clue.
that was overlooked, and not thorough in my detectivating.
Josephus Claus was like the best because he was also the worst.
Josephus Claus comes out, and he's celebrating Christmas with the people out there. And then there's weird Tennessee Volunteers Santa.
Yeah.
He's like,
Hey, let's hug.
Hey, I'm a Santa too. Let's hug. Josephus just like, hey, you beat it, you son of a bitch. Sit down. It's just can't help but be a piece of garbage. Josephus can't not be shit. And he yelled at Santa until he cried almost. And then everyone was like, what are you doing, Josephus Claus? And Georgie was like, I don't like feelings. I gotta leave. Grr.
Josephus Claus. It made me stupidly
It
happy.
should have been a dope coming out in a Santa costume, cheering at the crowd, and everyone was like, oh shit, it is almost Christmas, isn't it? Instead it was, what is he doing? Why is he doing? Who is he doing? Why is this? That's the question mark wouldn't do that.
No, you wouldn't. Absolutely not.
But that does play into my new theory.
Yeah?
The real Santa Claus?
Mm-hmm.
Question mark.
No, that is. I have no idea who he is.
Either. You don't know if Santa Claus is his real name. And if you put that
Santa
mask
Claus?
over the Christmas creature, you put that mask over Santa Claus, you take any mall Santa, you put that mask over it, all of a sudden, looks a little bit someone slightly Mongrovian.
Karate!
Your job, go to a mall, if they still exist, find a mall Santa, if they still exist, and ask them if they know karate.
Karate!
And if that son of a bitch does that right there, that's your clue right there, and let us know. Is mall Santa, question mark.
I don't know. Why are you asking me that question?
I'm sorry. So then we get a little bit of the reveal here. Nick Aldis is a piece of garbage.
Yeah. Yep.
Tim Storm is confronting and making, again, scurrilous accusations against Nick Aldis during commentary. We get two men in suits in the ring and look like they're going to throw down and damage some what's the word for clothes?
Haberdashery?
No, that's hats. Neither of them were wearing hats. It's the only piece of weird, uncomfortable dress clothes that they weren't wearing. Put my bowler down, you son of a... No. Besides the point, you know who would know?
Kiki Baliki.
Nigel McGuinness and Mauro Ranallo.
They would.
And then all of a sudden, Wild Card comes out, and then there's Camille. Camille gets all up in Aldis's face. Hey, you better stop it. Oh, hold on. I'm going to spear the hell out of Tim Storm. I was not expecting this. No. Like, all we've seen from Camille so far is silence and getting knocked on her ass hard.
Yep.
Once, but it was hard. I was like, Jesus, that's ridiculous. Oh, wait, no, she can go.
Yeah.
And just folds old man Tim Storm in half like a lawn chair. And I don't think Tim Storm bends that way much anymore. He just kind of went up and came back down. But damn, it was a hell of a spear with a like quick distance. And then we get Camille and Tom Latimer there, an actual couple
Making out.
Yeah. So it's like,
Hello, Captain
hey,
Marvelous.
we ain't got to hide this thing. So we have Aldous, who was at one time known as the dealer.
Mm-hmm. Still the dealer.
Yeah.
Also the national treasure.
And the wild cards. And I liked your dubbing of them. They haven't said this. They haven't given a name to their faction, if you will.
Stacking the deck.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's dumb. It's 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It can work.
Absolutely.
I like this.
And of course, Camille would be the ace.
Oh, for God's sake, of course. Because that's way better than calling her the J.J. Dillon.
Yes.
I don't think she would like that. She won't tell you, but she'll spear you.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
In summation, Into the Fire was great.
Mm-hmm.
NW Power was great.
Mm-hmm.
NWA still rules.
Mm-hmm. And I'll miss Jim Cornette one bit.
Not even. Somebody tried to sell that garbage. It's gone to trash since Cornette left. Durr. Okay, if you're watching a program for a commentator,
Mm-hmm.
get yourself checked, man. Like, I can understand a commentator enhancing your experience or
Yeah.
even taking away from your experience. I can understand.
Yeah.
But watching for a commentator, man, that's stupid.
And I give you, right after Cornette left, we had a couple of rough weeks because it was getting towards the end of the season, man.
Mm-hmm.
They were prepping up for the pay-per-view, and they had kind of shot what they were going to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
They took off running this next season, or whatever we're going to call it. And, yeah, they're looking back, and they'll be just fine without Jim Cornette.
Yeah, possibly even better, actually.
I think so, because Jim Cornette has a personality that makes it about himself.
Mm-hmm.
He can't help it. He has a giant personality, and he should. Anywhere he goes, he should pretty much be the big fish. That being said, he didn't make it all about him when he was on the show. But with him gone,
It did feel bigger.
yeah.
It did feel bigger. Captain Marvel says, I haven't watched much of NWA, but I'm very interested. It's on YouTube. All the episodes of Power are on YouTube. Scoop them up. Go watch them.
Yeah, they make it easy to jump in anywhere.
Yep.
And I missed the dumb fake commercials.
Yeah.
I want more dumb fake commercials
Yeah.
and not the High Spots one. I don't like the High Spots one. The High Spots one is garbage. I do not like. There's so much potential there. It's like, write a little bit harder. Just write a little harder. Just a little bit.
Now we have to climb the ladder. We have to throw you through a table
Set the table. Jesus.
and sit on some chairs because we're tired.
Hey, look at that. We're halfway there.
Hot effing open. I didn't watch any of the pre-show. I don't know if you did.
Oh, but it's hot pre-open. Carrillo versus Andrade, and Andrade gets busted open.
Yeah.
Looking good. With a little bit of blood coming down his face, making it look serious. Umberto looking like a serious competitor, and more tension between attention between Andrade and Zelina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Umberto's up 2-0 on Andrade. I like this. Andrade's getting a little pissed off, and Umberto a winner.
Yes, indeed.
Dude, so yeah, hot open, you say?
New Day and Revival
Oh,
in a ladder match.
oh my God.
The Revival shouldn't be good at ladder matches.
No, they should not. And they mentioned that even out front. It's like, hey, that's no flips, just fist. Well, they're gonna have to do some stuff. Yeah, they were great regardless.
The thing I like is now they have something to point to. Like, yo, the company's like trying to screw us here. This ain't cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how dare they put us in? We're a tag team. We do tag team wrestling.
Speaking of point two, when was R-Truth out there? Or was that Monday night? Was that Monday night? Where he claims he's going to be the 24/7, 7-11,
Oh, yes.
I-95 South champion all the way to like WrestleMania, and he points to just nothing.
Mm-hmm. Where's the WrestleMania sign?
It's great.
Yeah, that was Monday.
Sorry. Carry on, sir. Revival, New Day.
Well, you know, no flips, just falls as well.
Oof.
He fell on Friday, and the world went nuts. Especially one Xavier Woods. Like, anytime anybody tweeted at him with the GIF,
Nice.
he would retweet with just laughing. Like, he was dying.
So much for off season, huh?
Yeah.
He's working harder from home than he would in the ring. Good Lord.
My only note here was Holy Christ, because
Yeah, I can just pop up the match card here.
well, and again, like TLC,
It was a 20-minute match too, man.
I don't want to say like throwaway, but like it was the end of the year. It was build, like they were trying something different with the build. And
Yeah, you know what? And
it made me more fired up for the existence of it. First of all,
yes, this is the first time, because this is the whole thing with the WWE's trying not to promote matches as much as what the show is, making the show bigger than the stars or the individual matches, which I thought was going to diminish the matches or the stars themselves. Nah, man, it made the show feel big.
Yeah.
This wasn't this was the show where we had Lesnar versus Corbin. Or not Lesnar, Corbin. Rollins versus Corbin. No, this was them at TLC. It was different. This was the TLC pay-per-view, under which were all these matches. Instead of, where did that match happen? Oh, TLC 2019. No, this was TLC 2019, and here's the card, as opposed to the card leading to the show.
yeah,
It made it feel like a bigger deal, and it made it feel more cohesive
yes,
throughout.
that was the important thing.
That made it feel really good. I threw this on the side, and I was like, I can't look away. And I'm watching for 3 hours.
And none of it was come down. Like there was stuff that was booked differently, like more TV rather than pay-per-view.
Right?
But for the most part, all these matches delivered far more than they had any right doing. I mean, it goes to point that Captain Marvel's TLC has been kind of mad these last couple years, but I really enjoyed this pay-per-view. See, pretty much like right where we were. Love how Jerry was the only one that pointed out, hey guys, Alistair broke his nose. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we were about to get there. Still too many pay-per-views they need to cut back. It looks like they might be doing that, actually. So we'll get there, too.
Hey, man, that might be makes them even bigger. I want them to be special events, man. There's a lot of events from this past year that I can't tell you what the name was, or when it happened, or why it happened, or what it led to, because it was too much, too fast, not enough build, nothing came of it, and they just went on to the next one.
Now this, it felt like...
What was that, Bad Blood? No.
It felt like this was a lot of storytelling, too. Like, this was setting up for what's next for a lot of these matches, except for maybe New Day Revival. I don't know what comes of that. Although
2 out of 3 falls match.
they did come back to it later in the evening, like in that big brawl at the end of the night.
I know. Where it's just like everyone's fighting.
Yeah, which, okay, we'll see where that goes.
I wish the Street Profits would have just started hitting each other. I don't know, man. Just got caught up at the moment. It's okay, fam. But yeah, man, spot on that match. Until we got to the main, I felt like a lot of the spots were appropriate and not over the top, and not we're going to spend 20 minutes constructing some weird garbage to toss somebody through. Only exception was kind of in this match, but I feel it was like really appropriate. They did the kind of superplex of Big E onto the ladder, but
Yeah.
he kind of missed the ladder a little bit, which holy crap! And I didn't notice it on the original play, but I saw the ladder like shred a little bit. It's like, dude, if that came down on his shoulder, just would have ripped like a whole layer of skin off. It would have been awful. They set him back up, and then they bust the ladder with him on it. It's like, oof. And then we had Kofi doing Kofi things.
Kofi doing Kofi things, as he does. And
Oh my God, they did the whole knocking the ladder down spot, and Kofi lands on the top rope.
yeah,
2 feet on the top rope, turns around, and then dives back. Jesus, man.
at one point, like he hops from the ropes onto the ladder, and then they put his legs through the ladder and start beating on him, so he's like trapped. And I think that's where Big E takes that spot off the ladder into the other ladder.
He's hanging backwards on the ladder.
Yeah,
That's terrifying to me.
I was just like, how does he get out of that?
Like, take that out of a ring and put it in your backyard and do it by yourself. You feel
No, thanks.
comfortable?
No.
No, man.
I didn't feel comfortable watching it.
Nah.
Not at all. But New Day retains.
Yeah.
I dig it. I mean, it looks like they might be tied up with the Revival for a little bit longer, like I said, with that fight at the end. Now, this next fight, Murphy versus Black. So I was talking to my brother, and he goes, "This was the best match of the night," and I took exception to it because there's a match we'll talk about later that I think was my. Here's where I got cut up.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite match was a different match on the card.
Uh-huh.
The better match was this one.
Yeah.
This was a fight.
Yeah.
And this was important for it to be a fight.
This felt like this could have easily been for, somewhere in the late 80s, early 90s Intercontinental Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
They felt like these kind of dudes that, like, Bruiser Brawler end of the Intercontinental scene, but still technicians.
Yeah.
Like, amazing. Oh, my God. The more Buddy Murphy we see, the better he is.
Oh, yeah. See, this was the thing I was worried about putting them together is like one of them has to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, it's going to be Murphy.
Mm-hmm. Murphy looks good in the loss.
Yeah. And that's the important thing is if he's going to lose, he's got to put up a hell of a fight.
He went toe to toe.
Yeah. Yeah. And
to foot and face.
and he actually stepped to him. He knocked on his door and picked a fight with him.
Mm.
Bravo, gents.
And blood isn't always necessary, but Alistair didn't look bad with a bloodied face.
No, man.
They got to play that up as part of the match too. He's mouth breathing right now. That cardio ain't meaning nothing if you're bleeding out your nose, man.
Yeah.
And just to see him huffing.
That's where Ellie said Jerry was the only one who pointed out he broke it. Well, I mean, the reason they kept pointing to the jaw is because he kept doing that. He kept going,
That's what he was selling.
Yeah.
So the announcers seized on that and sold it with him.
Yeah.
Amazing what happens when they can work together.
But I do like how Jerry goes, oh man, he broke his nose. There's no reason to shy away from it. You don't have to point out that there's blood coming out of his face. Just, oh man, he broke his nose. Because again,
a lot of blood too.
Yeah, that makes Murphy feel big.
Yeah.
Murphy just broke this guy's nose.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother was like, you didn't think that was too much? I was like, nah, man, it was a fight. Again, like, if he's like got a gash in his forehead and he's blah, 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 where it looks like it's happened on purpose, like he's cut himself, you break your nose, you don't really do that on purpose.
No.
That happened because they were both being really physical with each other.
Yeah.
Dig that.
They kept right on rolling with it. Everything felt very cohesive. Nothing felt like, hey, we need like 2 minutes to set this up. We set up a spot, set up a thing. No, everything was like,
let's fight.
Rapid fire, quick, and there was no stalls in this match at all, man. It was go, 100% go.
I could easily see these two wrestling for the WWE Championship down the line.
Yeah.
Now, in a main event type thing, I don't know. Like possibly, Aleister Black has the appearance, has the intro, has the charisma.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, yeah.
Buddy Murphy's hanging right there with him, man.
Oh, it was skill wise, 100%.
Next time a face gets a U.S. title, I want to see Buddy Murphy against him. I want to see Buddy versus Ray, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I got to tell you, I want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Buddy go over.
Can't disagree.
Yeah.
Although it looks like that might be Seth.
Yeah, well.
We'll talk about that. So Captain Marvelous asks us about modern day commentary as far as WWE. Actually, with Joe at the desk, Jerry becomes way more tolerable.
Yeah.
Because now he's just punching in where necessary. Mm-hmm. And you've got Vic Joseph on the play-by-play. You have Joe providing like precise analysis, and then Jerry getting in his spots where it's not too much.
It doesn't feel like Vic Joseph doesn't feel like he's wedging in things that he's being told to.
No,
I'm sure he is, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like, hey, do that thing you do, get the spots out, say the thing, get the catchphrases, do the thing, and Joe feels effortless.
Oh, for the like he
feels like he's talking. He feels like a learned scholar who's imparting knowledge on you. It's the same vibe like Nigel McGuinness gives.
Yes,
and Joe is eloquent as all get out too.
Yes,
I think you mentioned this too, where it's like Joe does the thing where it's like if he feels he misanalyzed something, he'll acknowledge it right away, and then just like, oh no, I was wrong on that. I need to blah, 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 blah. It feels real, man. It feels like a real dude imparting you with his knowledge, not somebody executing a script. And that, yeah, like you said, it makes Lawler sound like part of something instead of just waiting for the chance to throw lines out.
Yeah. On that same note, and we'll get to it when we get to it.
I
Cole is driving me nuts.
I do love a good Jerry Lawler line every once in a while.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Like, was it with the Lana thing? It's like 3 rings. There's the engagement ring, the wedding ring, and then the suffering. It's like, man, I can tell you wrote that like 30 years ago, but that works today and won't get you fired from your announcer gig in NWA. Good job.
Right. My only note on Murphy versus Black. Fucking whoa.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel said, if I'm going to be honest, I enjoyed Kofi. I wasn't a big fan of his title run. I thought it went a little long, but I have a new appreciation for him. He was always going to carry it all the way till Brock. Like, that was... I'm glad they did that, because instead of building somebody else up and squashing them down immediately with Brock, you had Kofi, who had, at that point, he had a title reign.
Yeah.
Like, he had a title reign with solid defenses.
There's like this weird period of ramp up where it's like you're the new champion, and it's like you almost have to get to a point of credibility, and then there's the point where you start building credibility for the championship the longer you hold it. And but then there's always like a weird flux where it's like, well, we need to build other stars too, and build the entire roster to go with. Kofi had an appropriate length of time. He had longer than anybody else in his position likely would have had, but it was all served a purpose, and as a result, he got more than they could have, and I won't say should have, but more than they likely would have given him, and he made the absolute most of it. And yeah, as a result, Kofi feels so much more credible in everything he's doing. He feels, there's the longest time as far as the New Day goes where Woods felt like the technician and E was the power, and Kofi was just like the old man who kind of hanging around with the young kids. Nah, man, Kofi's the general of that, man. He holds it all together, and his game is so stepped up that it's a step above Woods and E right now.
Yeah.
Almost as if he's been a former world champion.
Yeah, right?
Weird, huh?
Weird.
Ooh, wasn't that little bit of good news? I don't know if that's more of a one more thing. All members of the New Day signed a 5-year contract. They all kind of went in together and negotiated together, and we got 5 more years of New Day. Maybe not as New Day, but these 5 dudes are getting another 5 years. So Kofi's
5.
How many years Kofi been in the company? Like 11 plus, right?
Yeah.
It's been about 11. Yeah, I think that was the number they kept throwing out.
Well, that was in 2008 was when he had the push. So, and he had been there at least 2 or 3 years prior.
Yeah, now he's adding another 5 on top of that. We're talking like he's going to have close to a 20-year WWE career.
Yeah, man.
Is he,
Surefire Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
100%. No doubt about it.
Mm-hmm. And somebody who could credibly hold any and every championship at any point at this point.
Mm-hmm. My next note was great promo from Rusev.
Rusev has been fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, I hate to harp on this. This whole feud has been pretty much trash.
It's shit. But Rusev is like, hold on, I'm going to go be as Rusev as I can possibly be.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if that's the whole point of it, cool. I'm with it. I'll take it.
Leave less time for Lashley to say anything ever. And make Lana be... Lana is horrible in a good way.
Yeah.
And then when you think she's done, it's like, well, I guess that's all. Oh, wait, no, she's worse now. Good for her.
Yeah. You have to, it all comes back to like something we've harped on since this show began, maximizing your TV minutes. Mm-hmm. I mean, Woods said it in the first episode of the New Day pod. He was like, I was doing pretty much nothing. Like, I got put with Brodus, and I basically stole his people. And he's like, it was garbage, but thank you.
Thank you for something.
I had TV. I was on TV.
Yeah.
And if you're on TV, you have to maximize it. Do the best you can with what you got.
Yeah.
Don't be a Dean Ambrose.
All right.
Viking Raiders Open Challenge.
Okay.
I love the tag team Open Challenge, first of all. I love this idea.
It has a fantastically appropriate place when you don't really have time to like build anything up, and you got a big field, and it could be anybody, and anybody would be a surprise. I'm all for it. Yeah, it worked very well. Can I let me talk to you? No, it doesn't work for me.
No.
Funniest thing that's ever happened in wrestling. It was never acknowledged. I don't know if anybody has acknowledged it or if anybody's going to
let me talk to you.
I can't. Wow. Go ahead.
No.
Oh, okay. All I could think this match is sponsored by KFC, and I'm thinking, okay, Lawler's gonna reference the Viking Raiders as eating a bit cool.
He did call him fat a bunch,
Thanks.
which I'm not a big fan of.
I am not as either, because get in the ring, Jared.
He's gonna eat. He's
gonna,
fat.
He's gonna eat food. Cool, a lot of it. Sweet. All I could think was just somewhere. There's a confused, and I like the idea of him confused. This is what makes me the happiest part. A confused Jim Cornette.
What?
Just wondering why he makes one offhanded comment about chicken and he loses his job. But these sons of bitches bring out actual chicken, sit at ringside during a match, and it's sponsored by chicken. This match is brought to you completely and totally by buckets of chicken. There's no motor scooters to be had, no country to be driven across, but there's nothing but chicken everywhere. And I just picture just confused Jim Cornette just mad, yelling at his TV, like he does. But more so this time. Just mad, shuts everything off.
Thanks, Amy.
And then he just sits there quietly.
Hello, Monkey Rafe.
Sitting there quietly in his house. I imagine he's like a one-story rancher. It's big, but it's a rancher. I don't think he likes stairs. And then he's just sitting there quietly after he's broken the TV.
Bucket of chicken.
No remorse over anything he's ever done,
Of course not.
and no thought about how he could possibly be wrong. And he's just confused and mad. And I laughed for an hour. I stopped the show and I was like, I gotta lay down. Every time they cut to the chicken, he just gets mad and throws a racket. Oh my god!
The OC answers the challenge.
Yeah.
They have a really great match, as they do.
The OC comes out with that giant, big-ass, dumb trophy.
Yes.
Hey, remember when we beat you?
I love Carl getting mic time.
Yeah.
Good old HK.
Jesus.
Hot Carl. Because he does this. I love this. He walks out with the mic like this and then...
They do a really good job of saying something stupid and then like going 200% on top.
Oh,
of
I
it.
love it when you say that.
Yes. It's just there's no confusion. It's like I'm buying it 100% and I'm taking it further.
Yes.
Every
They're
single time.
yes-anding each other.
They're absolutely yes-anding each other. And it's really, really good. And the longer they're on TV, the more they have to yes-and, the more ridiculous it gets, and the more weirdly believable they are as completely clueless a-holes.
It's the best.
It is pretty fantastic.
Fun match there. Reigns versus Corbin. Nothing much of note, really.
A double count out on the tag match, so we could get more from that.
Well, and then we did on Monday.
Yeah, we did.
Reigns and Corbin. Nothing to note from the match. I mean, it was fun. Two big guys fighting each other. We've noted a million times Roman fighting from underneath is not fun to watch. Roman being toe-to-toe is really fun to watch.
Yeah.
So stop making him fight from underneath. I get we're trying to elevate Corbin here, but I think it elevates Corbin better if he's toe-to-toe with the guy. I think that is a better elevation than him beating the hell out of Roman. It's just more fun to watch, and then it makes it make more sense when he brings out the cavalry later. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much. I wasn't out. The match was fine.
Match was fine, but we've seen these two go for a very long time at this point. I'd really like it to wrap up and each of them move on. But that being said, man, I'm weirdly fired back up on Corbin after that backstage where he's just like, I like it when they hate me. And then the shirt say that, like none more hated.
Yeah.
It's like, and he just buys into it. It's like, hey, man, you have to have a thick skin to be this hated. And I'm really, really good at it. And I like it a lot.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Monkey Rafe asks if we like Imagine Dragons. I like to imagine dragons. That was bad. That was really sorry. Oof. I'm not happy about that one.
I like thinking about lizards. No, I don't. Make it go away.
Hey, Nathan.
Shut up. No.
Oh, did you think I forgot?
Yeah, I would hope you would. Shut up.
Oh, Nathan, it's me, Godzilla.
Shut up, Godzilla. What do you want? I thought I got away from you.
What are you doing over there?
I'm just sitting here trying to avoid eye contact, trying to move on with the show. Here we go. What's next on the... Oh, for God's sake.
You trying to avoid eye contact with me.
Yeah.
Did you get the flowers I sent?
Shut up. We're not in a relationship, Godzilla. I would like you to stop this.
Let's see.
You don't have to keep going. I don't care.
Thanks, Amy. Guess what? My friend's brother is the producer for them. I guess WWE, maybe? I don't know. That's cool. So Corbin looks like he's building himself a nice little stable.
Or a King's Court.
Yes, indeed. Because
Table of the Round.
you have Dolph, which he's devolved into I don't even know what he is.
He's like I want to be a trucker Dolph. He's not trucker Dolph, but he's like I want to be.
But he's like
he
also a lackey, like at the same time. It's kind of great.
He hangs down at the He hangs down at Charlie's truck stop. But it's a little too local. It's actually never mind. He hangs down at the Charlie's truck stop, but he got there in a pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And the pickup's a little new and it's a little too clean. But that's how he got there, and he really wants to just drive a rig. He's trying to fill that in.
Honk, honk.
Yeah, it's still the best promo of all time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even need the rest of it. You know the rest of it just based off of that sound.
And so Rude is technically part of that, but he got popped for something.
I mean, he's 48 years old, 49 He's a 53-year-old man, and he looks like he's carved of wood.
Mm. Well,
be safe, be healthy.
Yeah,
don't get popped on this stuff.
And then the Revival comes out. Looks like the Revival might be part of this.
All right,
that could be fun.
All right.
I mean,
a loose confederation of a-holes.
Yes,
I'm okay with this.
Same.
I want that to be the name, actually. Loose confederation of a-holes. Or, loose a-holes for short. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I rescind that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you hear more? I heard more on the Primo suspension.
Oh, yeah. He said that
he
just
Puerto
didn't
Rico,
take the test. Yeah.
I told them, hey, if you want to pay for my flight, I'll come up there and do whatever you want. I'll pee in every cup you've got.
Yeah.
Just, I'm in the middle of some stuff. I'll go to a doctor here. Just pick one, anyone. I'll go there immediately. We'll get this done. And they're like, suspended! So she's like, that's cool, man. I guess I won't be on WWE TV for a few bits.
Yeah.
All right.
He hasn't been in a while anyway. So.
Mm-hmm. Good for him. I'm at least glad that word got out.
Well, and I'm also glad that he's still getting paid.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on TV, but he's getting paid. And he's still wrestling.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing momentous stuff down there.
Yeah.
And that's fine, man.
Puerto
Make the
Rico
most of his time.
Him. Yeah. So up next, this was my favorite match of the night. And I don't want that to be confused with best match of the night. I don't know if it was the best. But in my opinion, it was absolutely my most favorite. Miz versus Bray Wyatt.
And you mean The Fiend?
No.
Oh.
So this was a nice wrinkle.
I was not expecting this at all.
Well, in the feud so far, feud loosely, it's been Bray. Bray's been the one showing up and doing stuff.
Yeah. And
to me, this actually makes Bray even more of a psychopath.
Dude, there's in a match they gave us so much more depth to what they can do with the Fiend. The Fiend is just like, well, I guess he's indestructible. Cool. Who wants to go in there with that?
Yeah.
Anybody? Oh, you'll be changed on the other side? Okay, that's a little bit of depth to it. Also, he can be his other personality, where he takes an ass whooping and enjoys it.
Yeah. Well, and so
we can beat this one? Maybe.
What I also like is, so it was Bray Wyatt, not the Fiend, because the Fiend has nothing to do with Miz. Like the Fiend's whole
there's no backstory there.
There's no backstory. The Fiend's whole existence is predicated on, hey man, I need to collect this debt essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need to make this right. I need to heal this.
I'm here for every wrong that has ever been beset upon Bray.
Right. I have to heal this wrong. Bray Wyatt, Funhouse Bray Wyatt, is just here to hurt.
To be hurt or to give hurt?
Both. Don't you think the things he was doing was, number one, psychotic, and number two, hurtful?
I loved how, because we haven't been as introduced with this. This Bray Wyatt has been on the screen. He's been on the screen. He hasn't showed up and been like, hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Here he was in person, and he was more personable than he is on that on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd was eating it up and just enjoying the hell of it. And he like, ha, to the crowd, and they're like, yeah.
And he gets in,
and he's just, and then he's fantastic at he's doing like stage acting-ish type stuff. This is if you went to the garbage.
Yeah, he wants to play. Exactly.
You go to like the garbage Six Flags or whatever in the middle of summer, and like all that child entertainer is there. This is how he's going to be on stage. It's exact. He's got the movements and everything down, and he's playing like a stage actor would, and it's translating to TV because he's portraying a weird character. There's a lot of depth to this Bray Wyatt, and this is all in addition to what the Fiend is. And I loved this Miz too.
Yeah.
See Miz on that entrance, staring him down the entire time, but also looking confused and concerned, but really, really pissed off. I sold it extremely well, and just staring him down the entire time, right up until the match starts. And Bray's just like, "Hi."
Hey.
And he gets up on the table. "Hi, I got my toy. Look at my toy." Oh, Jesus.
And then, like, he's like, "Did you get it all out?" Like, Miz has a flurry right at the beginning. He's like, "Oh, hey, take it easy. You all right? You get it all out?" And then, like, he's getting his head slammed into the mat later, and he's just like, "Oh, wonderful, wonderful addition to Bray Wyatt."
Yeah.
And the new Universal Championship that people were bitching and moaning about. "Oh, they just met the blue one, and now he's got the other one." This is Bray's toy. He needed one too.
Yeah.
He even said that. Sometimes people just don't listen.
This is spooky stuff, dude.
Yeah. Well, and then at the end, the Fiend shows up on the Tron, just a still. And Bray looks up and he goes, "Oh, okay, I will."
He got excited too when the like light. Oh no, that was
later.
That was later. Okay.
But he goes out, he grabs that big.
You hear him yell it. I don't think it quite carried all the way through, but he throws the thing up and he yells, "Woody!" It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. So apparently the hammer has a name, and brings it in the ring, and he's gonna hurt Miz with it.
Yeah.
He's playing.
Yes. And then the lights start to flicker, and he's here! He's here! And he's looking for the Fiend.
He's looking for the Fiend because his character believes that the Fiend is someone else. Oh God, it's comic book writing, man. But whatever, man, it works. I like it. Guess what works here in wrestling? Comic book writing.
Yes,
it's kind of okay.
It's not only kind of okay. This is like one of the biggest gripes people have had about WWE over the last couple of years is no bigger than life characters. What the fuck is this?
This is just a good question. What is this?
It's bigger than everything.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest character we've had in God knows how long. And I'm not talking about, just, charisma or mic work. I'm talking about just the whole freaking package.
He knows exactly where he wants to go with all of the facets of the character. And I have to imagine there's far more to this that we have yet to see.
Yeah.
And that makes me happy.
Well,
this was a remarkably encouraging night that made me feel like there's a lot more to come.
And then, so the lights drop, and when they come back up, there's a slight man in the ring with a beige hoodie.
The like maroon or burgundy.
Yeah.
Burgundy.
Sorry.
A very distinct color worn by very few individuals.
And so, of course, we know this. That's Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
And he takes to Bray, beats him up real good. And then once Bray is out of the ring, reveals, oh, it is indeed Daniel Bryan, only...
Everybody that the Fiend has touched has been changed. Usually it's some sort of reversion to an earlier version of themselves. And that's a dangerous thing to do with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
This is how you're going to get your effing head kicked in.
Yes.
The
American Dragon.
The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And I'm sorry, did you have to stop for a minute and go, God, this sexy son of a bitch. Looking good with a haircut, with a beard shaved.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, maybe it's time to go clean up, huh?
I'm thinking about it. I've lost enough weight to where I feel like
it was bad.
See what's under here.
You know exactly what I would I know exactly what I would look like if I shaved the beard. You ever watch Goonies?
Yeah.
Ma Fratelli.
Okay.
That's me. So you're gonna kids suck. That's right. Me, Ma Fratelli. Somewhere between an elderly Sam Kinison that we never got to see and Ma Fratelli. Nobody wants this.
Good for you.
Hey, good for Monfratelli. Could have been Sloth.
Bray afterwards tweets out, I was so happy to see you, Daniel. Nobody likes a bully, though. And P.S., you're going to have to deal with him now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
P.P.P.S., Bray looks jacked. Pass it on.
Muscle Man dance. It's ridiculous.
Oh, God.
There are so many more fun houses to be had.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we forgot one thing here. Okay, so I do have to point out, shut up, Cole. Just shut up. Take Cole off of Wyatt matches. He doesn't bother me in any other match, but in Wyatt matches, like, he's trying to, like, sell the bazaar, and it's like, just shut up. Just shut up. Just don't say anything.
Nothing.
Just let it be weird.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
Did you see up on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the camera was on it for like a good 20 seconds. Also, we got a shot like over the shoulder of Bray looking at it, and we got Bray's reaction to it, and you see him like having a conversation with it. It's been like the solid last 3 minutes of this 9-minute segment. This is the third. Literally 33% of what we've done so far has been nothing but that. But, thanks for pointing that out.
Well, and then again in the intro, they're just... I mean, I guess it's a little bit more acceptable in this one.
Yeah.
It's not quite as spectacle here.
It takes a moment and takes it away. Unless you've got something major to add, and you rarely do. Now, you got to take those shots when they come along.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to hit those moments, is if it's like, I got to get in here and comment on this. Yeah, the entrance is not that moment.
No.
Let it go.
And it's the only time where, like, I notice him in a bad way.
You know what I did like? The announcers like recoiled when Bray went to get up on the table.
Oh, yes.
Like, oh, Jesus Christ, this monster. So she's like, hi! That was good.
We also have to note this. I don't know. You may have skipped over this part.
What's up?
They were pretty awful this month. Marco and Moti, they were just trashing you. They were just saying all sorts of awful things. I don't.
Modi though, right?
Well, Shun. My only note, my only note here was watch your mouth, so you know it had to be bad.
Oh no.
Obeyed just wasn't very nice.
What?
He just wasn't nice.
Oh God.
I already said Marco and Moti, they were just trashing you. Ray and Jean, they love you. The French love them some Nate.
They don't have to.
And Meng, it's just awful.
Wait,
just,
what?
Yeah.
Or Meng Ai?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Meng. Jesus Christ, don't scare me.
Just awful. Just being awful about you.
Oh, not Meng Ai. How about Sean Deng?
Well, he didn't say anything about you. He's just ambivalent, I guess.
I do remember Corey's remark about Sean Deng. Where did they get him thrown out of? What?
I don't know, but something about not wearing pants.
Yeah. Oh, I think they get like thrown out of like a roller rink or something like that. Because apparently,
yeah, that's right.
You have to wear
the
pants.
Roller rink.
It's like Jesus Christ. I enjoy the gag. It makes me very happy that I decided at one point to just love the foreign announce tables. This makes me very happy. I get a little upset when the German announce table gets lumped in on the ringside. I know that's an upgrade for them, but at the same time, it's like, oh man, I want them introduced to everybody so I can love them all at one time. But no.
The French are the only ones that love you back.
Really? You don't really think that? Find me their Twitters. I'm going to reach out to them.
Okay.
And tell them, leave me alone. Stop talking to me. And then courtesy Google Translate.
There was my my note, Cole doing his damnedest to try and make me not care. I wish I could remember some like the exact quotes, but I was just like, oh, dude, stop.
Yeah.
Please. If it's so bizarre, like, why are you talking about it? Lashley and Rusev was next. I mean, it was a fun match. I mean, if there was a down match, this was probably it, I guess.
Yeah. And only thing that really like stood out to me on this was it didn't feel like dead. This wasn't all right, I get to go to the bathroom. It's like, oh yeah, hey, these guys, I'm ready to see this. The ending. They've got the two tables set up, one in each corner, and Lashley, like, I don't know what the hell he did to get Rusev, try to get him through the first table, but it like doesn't break and it looks like it was kind of supposed to. It's like, well, we got that other one over there, which if this was an audible, fantastic. Go over there and try to do it. And just some sort of weird suplex, and like Rusev hits awkwardly and really low. It's like, Jesus Christ, just hit center mass on those tables, for God's sake. Now throw Rusev right through the legs of the table, top first. But I hope Rusev just starts swinging. I'm like, I got to break this goddamn thing. I want to go home. Like in one piece. Don't throw me through any more furniture. Like Lashley, I'm not one for hitting tables. Like, don't invite him over for dinner. If you do, fix his plate and sit it in front of him, it'll be fine. But otherwise, he's going to throw that shit right on the floor. There's like, here you go. We got mashed potatoes, a little bit of fried chicken. No connotation to it. It's just we had some left over from the Viking Raiders match. Surprise, surprise, because apparently Jerry Lawler said they're going to eat it all. But here we go. And then he's going to pull right up to the table. Oh, thank you. Boom, right on the floor. He ain't going to hit a goddamn table one. Nope. Though he did do one spot. Lashley did get like he was going to be bumped through the table, and he like leaped completely over it to the floor.
Yeah, yes.
I was like, oh, that was a nice little spot. I like that. Fun little spots like that. But man, that ending looked like just Rusev went hard way through wrong parts of all sorts of tables. They might as well throw him through a goddamn oak dining room table next time.
I mean, this didn't feel like the blow-off, but at the same time, there was nothing more to it the next night.
Yeah, well, and weren't we going to get like Lashley proposing at some point?
Well, that's what we got. Lashley
That's what we
proposed
got?
to Lana.
I like that. I was like, we didn't really get anything. Like, okay, cool.
Well, we got advancement in their storyline.
And
but
Rusev, how do you feel about that? It means I don't have to pay alimony.
Yeah.
Yay! Rusev has gotten pretty damn good about playing the crowd too. I want to see him more with a mic in front of people.
See, and this was my point. He's more over now than he was when Rusev Day was at its height. Now, the crowds aren't as loud as they were then, but like they've connected to him now.
He's a real dude.
Right.
And he's a sweet dude.
It's not just Rusev Day because that's a cool shirt. This is Rusev Day because we like that guy.
Yeah. He has a Donald Duck shirt.
It worked. It worked.
Yes. Rusev shirt gives on point. I was about to say, did I just say that? He has a
Donald Duck shirt.
That's great. He's just like, I'm going to bring out all the hits.
Well, yeah. Well, see, and now it becomes more like, do you smell what The Rock is cooking, as opposed to this is just the shirt we had. Because he goes, it's cool for me because I don't have to pay alimony. And he goes, because today is Rusev Day.
That's great.
He's over.
Yeah, man.
Finally.
Yeah, man.
Like, for real over. And then the main event of the evening, Nathan.
Dude. Like, the women's tag championships were introduced a year ago at TLC, and now here they are main eventing TLC.
Yeah.
And
the titles still don't feel hot, but at least they're doing something with them. They're on television weekly in meaningful programs.
You ask me week leading up, is this program hot? I'd be like, nah, it's okay. But the night of, man, I don't know, it felt pretty hot.
Yeah. All four of them hated each other.
Yeah.
That was great. This was a great fight. My brother was like, yeah, everything but the main event, it was kind of sloppy. And I was like, but a fight is going to be.
Yeah, as well it should be.
They're angry at each other. Like, there was nothing clean about Murphy and Black. That was sloppy. It was a fight. Dig it. It was dirty. Rough around the edges. Dig it.
Yes. And it's women that can fight.
Hello. Me man? Dig it.
Mima?
Mima.
Ma Fratelli?
It says Me Man 6001.
I'm changing my profile pictures to Ma Fratelli.
All right.
I'm just somewhere. I'm
like
gonna
you use social media.
Just gonna go. All right, this point taken. Become a bit of a recluse. I'm scared to go outside.
Is that why you get here so late?
A little bit.
It's like, I don't go out there.
That's where all the people are.
So let's just, I guess, kind of wrap it up quick. I mean, this was just a very physical match. Nothing. I mean, I don't know that there's a bunch of like intense spots, a bunch of chances taken that I don't know. But I mean, this is a main event.
Well,
it needed to feel like a main event.
We've got to discuss. Kairi Sane appeared to have been concussed at some point.
Indeed.
And if a little bit of debate on where, there was one point where monitors were getting thrown, one point where she took a kind of exploder suplex into a railing. Any of those, I don't know really when it happened. A lot of people were a little bit like miffed at Charlotte, like, hey, hey, she's concussed. You might want to pay attention to that before trying to powerbomb her. And it looked like Kyrie was resisting, and at one point looked like dead weight before the powerbomb. And it was watching it back later. It's like, shit, this out of context. It looks just horrifying, like she's taking somebody that's injured and doing bad things. And it looked like Kyrie was trying to stop her, but I don't know if this was character trying to stop her or like, hey, can you not like kill me, please? But the spot still went down. And then at one point, somebody shot a reverse angle of it. Becky like slides Kyrie under the ring.
Yeah.
Like, get under there, man. We got it from here. Which means Asuka at that point was taking double duty on spots and hitting everything, and everything felt well timed. It didn't miss Kyrie at all as far as getting towards the end of the match. And the Kabuki Warriors end up defeating, and it was a whole lot of Asuka. And this feels like build for monster evil Asuka. Now, Kyrie gets lost in the shuffle a little bit, but hey, man, not a bad time to be lost in the shuffle as far as let me check that concussion protocol right quick. But looks like we're building to a 3-way at the next pay-per-view with
Possibly.
Charlotte, Becky, and Asuka. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
With Becky coming out with a promo saying, hey, I figured out what's wrong with me right now. You're that one.
Oh, God, that was so good.
It was a fun promo.
God, that was good.
Makes you want that match. Makes you know that she wants that match. And Asuka will take that match.
Well,
And this is the most vicious, just a poison spewing Asuka.
Yeah.
This isn't a human anymore. This is a monster. It's fun. And it's going to be fun.
Well, in last year's TLC was, I think the main was the triple threat between Charlotte, Asuka, and Becky in the TLC match. And so now they'll be at the Rumble.
Yeah.
And I guess to that point, so TLC, again, way better than it had any right to being, really.
TLC, a good show. TLC.
Hey,
it was a bigger show than any of the individual matches, and all of the matches felt really big as a result because they were at this big show. WWE may be onto something with holding off on booking out too far in advance. I mean, they know where they're going, but don't give it to me that early and build into it for 4 or 5 weeks. Just let it happen organically and then say, well, yeah, they're going to fight in this Sunday. There's the only place we can do this. Oh, we have a show this weekend. I think this is a perfect place to settle this feud.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what an amazing happenstance of circumstance.
So you have the Rumble in January, and it looks like, I mean, I'd have to actually look at the pay-per-view schedule, but it looks like the February show is the NXT show, a takeover.
Oh, the Portland
in
one?
Portland, because it's like Sunday the 16th. So I think that might be what they're doing from now on, is the takeovers, except for maybe Mania and SummerSlam, might just be on their own Sundays.
Hey, I got no problem with this.
Well, and then that gets rid of, because takeovers are different, gets rid of like some of these excess WWE pay-per-views.
I would like that a lot.
I would fucking love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so good.
You're giving it, I mean, we talk about off-season and how important that can be, and we see that with NWA. People can come in and out as needs be. You can do that with the main storylines as far as Raw and SmackDown. Let stuff brew for a little bit. Let people breathe. Let people exist. Have stuff that festers up and resolves on TV. Give you a reason to watch TV instead of just a promo build to the next pay-per-view. It could be an amazing thing for all of the brands.
Yeah.
I like it.
Me too. Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so one of these.
I lost my keys.
No,
That's not the one you want. Push the other one.
That's the one. Throw a couple things in there.
Yeah, Danny Aiello's dead. You son of a bitch. Why are you trying to bring me down? Oh, man, I got to look into that.
Dead as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I believe it's... Oh, I already mentioned New Day signed 5-year deals. Stone Cold Steve Austin, 55 years old.
Oh.
Looks really good for 55, man.
Yeah.
Guess who he doesn't look nearly as good as?
Who?
88-year-old William Shatner. I haven't watched Backstage from this week, but yeah, I kind of want to because it looks like Shatner was spry as all get out. And he's 88 years old. I think he's a robot. I'm okay with this.
What was this tweet that I sent a link to?
Hard to tell.
Oh. You want me to say this?
Go for it.
Shahid Khan is a trash owner. And Tom Coughlin is a terrible GM. And now we know why the Jaguars crapped the bed in 2018 and 2019. How long do you think it takes before that gets to AEW?
I hope it doesn't. Oh, as well.
Same.
Yeah. When it comes to NFL football teams, though, you're comparing it to other NFL football teams, and this is new territory for them. The only comparison they have is to a company that has been very anti-union, a whole bunch of independent contractors, no health insurance, and it hasn't been but so recently before there was like, hey, maybe we should check into these concussions and stuff. So with that's who you're up against, what passes as trash in NFL terms, may be pretty damn decent as far as wrestling terms.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think we live in an era, too, where people are more aware of trash when it's happening and call it out very quickly. So, another just brief one more thing. AEW Dark comment. Joey Janela, Joe's favorite, made a comment about Orange Cassidy. Said he's one of the bravest men he knows. He could strap a bucket of maple syrup to him and ride a motor scooter across the great country of Canada. No one would mess with him. It's weird.
Very weird.
I thought that was a nice shot. And again, Cornette's just confused and mad. He's mad. He knows he's mad. He doesn't know why this time. Usually he knows why. Not today. What are we doing, Justin? You scare me every time you pull it up. You're going to hit me one day, aren't you?
Just real quick, before we actually get out, Hard Work Works.
Yeah, man.
Hard Work Works fitness app.
What's the Twitter?
Go get that check.
At hard_works_.
Hard_work_works.
Yeah. Go there. Follow Joe. He's a good dude, and he has a product that's good for you. Hey, he's good and good for you. He's part of a well-balanced breakfast. I don't think that part's true.
Hashtag join the hustle.
Yeah. Joe has his own fitness app now. The Hard Work Works fitness app. $10 a month. You can cancel anytime. There's no obligation, no full-on subscription. What you get for your $10, every week you get 3 tailor-made extra routines built just for you. They take your needs, your wants, your concerns, what you want to work on into consideration, and also what you have available to you. Whether you have access to a full gym, whether you got kettlebells, whether you got dumbbells, whether you're just a couple of dumbbells. It's whatever you've got, he'll tailor-make to you to help you get the fitness goals you desire. And not only is he going to tailor-make these to you, he's going to give you video demonstrations, so you're making sure you got it done well. More than just explaining it to you, he's going to show you how to get it done. And, oh yeah, he'll show you them results. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry, I get carried away. What was the main website? Hardworks at ptminder.com.
Hardwork.ptminder.com.
Hardwork.ptminder.com. The Hard Work Works app. Let him make you hot and sexy too. No, we're gonna find a tagline for him.
Join the hustle.
Nah, that doesn't work. Throw a hashtag on it. I'm okay with it. Try that.
Hashtag join the hustle.
No, I don't like it. Let him make it sexy. I like that one. Hard Work Works fitness app. Yay. You want me to keep selling? I'll sell it all goddamn day.
Maybe you can take us home?
Oh, hey, everybody. Hey, we're who are we again?
Hashtag WrestlePals?
That's us. Hey, you've heard of it. He's heard of us. Hashtag WrestlePals. If you dig us, dig what we do. Patreon.com/OHiJustin. OHHI Justin. $1 there supports this show, supports D-Program, the finest music show on the internet, supports your music show, the second finest music show on the internet, supports the Oh Hi Justin Daily Pod, the After School Pod. Is that still happening right now? You gonna take a break while on break?
Take a break while we're on break.
That makes sense. Hey, if you can't go to school, how are you gonna have after school? That just makes sense. That makes sense. And any other weird bit of madness that this madman is up to, $1. Patreon.com/OhHiJustin. If you want to follow the show, Facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA. Jump in there, jump in the chat. We dig bouncing off people as we as we do the show. We do it live on the Wednesdays. Jump in there, steer us any way you want. Talk to us about Imagine Dragons for some reason. I'm cool with it. That's what he meant a producer for. That's besides the point. That's 20 minutes ago at this point. If you want to see the back catalog, check out YouTube. Spell it out, #WrestlePals. See how wrong we are on literally everything. Can't stand our ugly mugs? Perfectly understandable. You can get a podcast version anywhere you can get podcasts. You know how that works. And if you want to reach out to the show, at WrestlePalsVA on Twitter, it's Justin. If you want to reach out to Justin individually, independent of WrestlePals, at The Hulkster on Twitter. And follow that, man. Follow that, get the notifications, because you will be rewarded. Every morning he will tell you your #YouTheBest. He'll inform you when it's when we're living in 21st century America. Also, all of your Fig Newton controversies. They'll be happy to settle that for you. You got any other questions about cookies and/or cakes? He's your man. Even though I've done the extensive research, I think by our powers combined, I'm going to lose this foot, I swear to God. If you want to reach out to me, at The Nate Project on Twitter. I'll get the notification, it'll weird me out, and I'm in a bad spot right now. So I'll take a good vibe. That's cool, man. Say hi. I could probably use it. At The Nate Project. That's it, right? What are you... Are you just waiting for me to say it?
Hold on. Lost. I'm so lost. I need some help to find my way back home. I can call my girls without delay. Mountain Viking, Lafayette, Punk and Jersey Bone, they're on the way. I need my squad. I need the squad. I need the squad. I need squad. Overlooked. I'm so overlooked. I need a riot for me to focus on. I can call my girls without delay. Mountain Viking, Lafayette, Punk and Jersey Bone, they're on the way. I need my squad. I need the 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 squad.
Mountain Viking?
Sarah Logan.
Oh, yeah. God. Yeah? No? Goddamn #WrestlePals. You weirdo.
Just gonna do that one.
Oh. And my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'll take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know who you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.